And we say that mind is pure, it moves naturally inside the heart, the cave of the heart, while singing with emotion, with feeling. What is that feeling? I love real self. If I don't love real self, such is not, will never help me realize. And then, Shanti, a recognition. What is that? Cognition? It is cognition. Mm. Give an example many a times. Do I see only the waves in an ocean? Or I actually see what is real? Only water. I see the waves in the ocean, but I am aware of the water entire time. That is what is Om. Small I makes us aware of the rest of the stuff. Do nothing, remain in the state of doing nothing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We will share our experiences, but we return in a specific way. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. How are you, Kate?
I didn't want to come back.
Good. That is good. One day it will happen that you will never return.
I don't know. I got an ego.
You'll never return to this small eye. That is what I'm saying. How are you, Lara?
I am well. It was really quiet. There was some places I was getting distracted because there's noise in our house. And so I got pulled out, but I was able to go back in pretty quickly. I did get a little stuck on the labels of being a seeker and a non-seeker because then I started to go, well, is this like any different than being Republican or Democrat? And I was like, I don't want to be any of it. And so I don't
Yes.
want to be a seeker. I don't want to be a non-seeker. I'm going to
Yes.
just be me and on this path and know that I'm doing the best that I can and just keep showing up.
Yeah. Any thought pertaining to that comes, shift and delete. Continue the journey. Yes, yes. Hey, I appreciate you. These thought comes into the mind. Shift and delete. How are you, Stephen? Then we will go to Terry and Sam.
I'm good. Thank you for that. I agree with Kate. I did not want to come back from this
Good.
meditation. I would say in one word, I was absorbed.
Absorbed. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes,
thank you.
that is beautiful way to explain. We will also understand, you see that is our master. We will understand what exactly is the self absorption in meditation. We should recognize, we should experience that. We should have the right knowledge. We are going to do that. That's really good. How are you, Terry?
Um, I was doing pretty well, and it seemed to go very fast, but I got very distracted by mostly physical sensations. Mostly toward the end, the feeling that I couldn't take a deep breath. That's a distraction that I was being
Yeah, yeah.
pulled out by. I think without that distraction, I would have done pretty well.
What you should do, the moment you have a thought, I cannot breathe deeply, shift and delete and continue.
Okay, I have to make an
Yeah.
effort.
That is what the small eye takes many shapes and colors.
Uh-huh.
So it is not that only deep breathing can be done to reach to that state. So for everyone, I'm just explaining, I'm not able to do it, but I'm doing something. Yes, let me continue.
Okay.
Continue. Good. But you didn't move during the entire practice, you see, that is really good. How are
Yeah.
you, Sam?
That was really good. Would also use the word absorb. And I would say beyond just the meditation, I've been noticing lately that absorption feeling is happening more and more throughout the day. So
Good.
the difference between how I felt during meditation today and how I hope to feel the rest of the day will be a smaller difference than it used to be. At the beginning, I would meditate and it would be like, okay, I just got done with this. Oh, the world outside, crazy. Everything would change the rest of the day. And now that change is becoming smaller and smaller.
Beautiful. That gap is being bridged. Or we can say that we are in the state of meditation for hours and hours together. Beautiful. That is another stage of evolution. We are going to talk from the next year, and maybe next session we'll talk in detail about how the delusion catches us and puts us into these challenges. How are you, Bo?
I am okay. Beautiful lesson today, because I spent a good part of the weekend here and there just telling myself, your ego is not your amigo. So the lesson is apropos. By the same thought, when I was meditating today, I felt it a little easier to slip away from that small I and drop back in. And that's nice. There were distractions. I actually left the phone on further away. That distracted me. I usually turn it off. But to slip back in was okay.
Beautiful. You know, there is another deeper understanding. Does that phone is a living entity that distracted me, or is it a small I?
Interesting.
It is not a living entity. Come on.
Right.
How a phone can distract me? How a sound can distract me? But that me had a past impression, carries forward, creates a small I, and nothing in the world can ever disturb me. Why? I'm real self. That level of assertion in the mind makes me reach there. How are you, Vaibhav?
So I'm good. It was really, very deep. It's like that this thought that I just keep on repeating in my head, that every action that I do is for the peace. So there should be a change in myself, that I should be in peace and do the action.
I love this statement. I love everyone's statement. So now, yeah, go ahead.
So, sir, because of this, the practice becomes so easy that now I know that I am the peace and I'm doing something. I don't have to chase something.
Beautiful. I have not to chase something. I have not to react to something. Even if the phone rings, thank you, phone. I'm aware. Replace that phone with a honey and the long list. Done. You are free. Beautiful. That is how we share the experiences so that each one learns. How are you, Ashok?
Good, sir. It was peaceful.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Because I'm peaceful. Very good. How are you, Antoinette?
I'm fine. At one point during the meditation, I was struggling with the small I, and it was very interesting because my heart began racing. Almost, I felt like it was calling me back.
Okay.
And once I went back to that, dropping into the heart, it was just a very peaceful and almost like a huge release.
Yes. You see, there is another way the small I attacks us. Oh, you are anxious, Or we say anxiety is unfounded worries. Now, intellect understands, but mind says no. Do you see that? One definition of anxiety is unfounded worries. So my heart is racing. That may not be true, but the mind picks up. And when the mind shifted and deleted that, you were already there. Beautiful. How are you, Anesthesia?
Yes, thank you. I'm good. I felt my body was pretty light um, and warm, and I felt I understood that my body is my home. I felt inside like in a home,
Good.
and I had a thought like, it's comfortable home for me. it's just a home for something more that I'm not my body, and
Yes.
it was I felt calm and warm, and I was pretty deep in my darkness, and sometimes my ego spoke to me like, hello, I am here, and I told it like, we are there and there is beautiful, let's do meditation, not speak with me, something like that. It's like inside
Yeah.
talk, inner talk or something like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I am struggling with my ego now. During this week, I feel in my body like sickness. I feel sick, and I understand that it comes from fear and from my ego.
Yeah.
So this meditation helped me very much. When you told
Yes.
about waves and water, I got inside and
Yes.
started to cry.
Oh, you can cry. You should have tears of the joy. That's what I've been telling. Younger generation must learn this so that, you see that you have, once you are young and doing the practice, you come out with so clarity, because mind is not so much engaged with the fear. And you rightly said, the small I is the reason for my fear, my frustration, my reaction, nothing else. Nothing else. When I know I'm in existence, where is the fear? That is what we are approaching. Any question? Beautiful. I appreciate you all. Any question? No question. Sometimes I get scared of these questions here. So that is all for today, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Tamara.
Take